Let's think about something. If you wanted to have a candy or chocolate bar, let's think about chocolate bar. You would have such a strong linear addiction that affects your entire body, that not cold weather, any laziness would prevent you from getting a chocolate bar. You would probably just get dressed, go out in the cold, and buy that beautifully wrapped indulgence. But when it comes to building up a habit of eating some functional foods that we do not necessarily have taste buds because we were not raised eating those foods, so our body does not know yet what goodness it can provide to the body, then we need to trick ourselves into finding recipes that would be so simple, so versatile for any craving or mood, and typically it's something very light, I don't know, something very summery, fruity, and something that does not require you to bring a bunch of equipment, then to wash a bunch of equipment, and going through all these hassles. So it just needs to be some recipe that would allow you to just throw a couple of things together and do it every day until your body knows that this is what I want to eat. And today's recipe is devoted to my favorite, simplest seamoss smoothie that I don't get tired of it. And the medicinal benefits of it you will notice after 20 minutes of consumption, because you will start feeling how you start eliminating mucus. And then eventually you will see notable differences in the quality of your hair, nails, the speed of growth of both, and as well in the quality of your skin, in your mobility perhaps. Dependent on your initial condition, you will see the differences in your digestion. In the pain level, you will get more mobile, you will get much more flexible if you practice any stretching, and you will notice overall increase in energy and vitality and in athletic performance as well. So I think it's too long of an introduction for this smoothie, so let's just jump right in and I will prove you that it's the simplest and the most go-to seamoss recipe that you can find. If you have never tasted anything like that, if you have never had any affinity to such flavor palette, because seamoss, yes, many recipes online, they target the only one goal, to hide the taste of seamoss. So let's get us going. So with seamoss, you might want to work your way up, dependent again on your condition. I prepared this branch of seamoss here, and this will be our main ingredient. Then we'll also need a lemon. Some people soak seamoss in lemon water. However, I have some experiment in mind to prove or disprove the validity of such method. Then we'll need water. This is hydrogenated water, just prepared it in this glass for convenience. And another ingredient that will be extremely important, it's another, let's say, number 2 component, is raspberry. And another thing that we can add is cranberries. So if you like super sour things, go for cranberries. I have these organic berries from Whole Foods, and I will add just a handful of cranberries because I don't want. The secret here is to not make too much of smoothie as well, because if you don't like the taste, and it's extremely hard to completely eliminate the flavor of seamoss, you want to just literally make shots of it. We are somewhere in the middle between a nice wholesome glass of smoothie and literally a shot. And the final secret ingredient, which is optional, is chili pepper. And I will prepare red crushed pepper in a moment. You can substitute it with any spicy pepper you want, but spicy pepper will increase the elimination of mucus, and it also will boost the absorption of the nutrients from this smoothie by drawing blood to your stomach and then to your intestine. So this is another like optional but super fun ingredient to just give the smoothie a kick. Here it is. So in my experience, sea moss smoothies don't work well with cloying recipes. That's why I'm proposing all this palette: lemon, raspberry, and cranberry. So we'll put the branch and whatever fell off, because this sea moss is an overnight batch. It was sitting in the fridge in the clean water, and we will add water here. And at this stage we can actually add lemon juice to it, or instead I will just throw a whole lemon to it. You can also enhance this recipe by adding lemon zest, and of course you can replace lemon with lime. It will make it even more interesting tasting, and of course lime zest will definitely elevate this. But make sure to use only organic limes and lemons if you are intending on using the zest, because all chemicals that could be used, pesticides mainly, that could be used in producing those lemons and limes, in general citrus fruits, they all get trapped in the oily parts, which are seeds and peel. So I'm just peeling the lemon and I'm throwing the whole thing inside, and we will give it a spin, probably a couple, to make it a homogeneous mixture of sea moss, water, and lemon. This recipe features both materials for building collagen and loads of vitamin C. So this is a perfect youthfulness nectar that you can absolutely easily integrate into your diet. This is why I didn't show you adding the peel, because it's extra step, it's a grater, and just again, for simplicity's sake, I decided to not use it this time around, and it's perfectly fine if you don't either. So in total, our sea moss spent 4 cycles in the blender. So now let's pour it in here. Of course, I could put slices of lemon over the side, but I put it all into the blender. So this is our gorgeous mixture. Just look at it. Contemplate it. It's so red and beautiful and vibrant. And of course, this is the time for us to taste it. I definitely taste the sea moss. I definitely feel the burn, and most of the flavor, of course, comes from the raspberry. Raspberry is a magical agent because raspberries are one of the most potent berries in terms of the flavor. I taste the lemon. So in total, I would say it's just very weirdly, it has a weird subtaste. It's a raspberry, lemony raspberry with a weird subtaste of sea moss, but then pepper note distracts you from it because you feel the burning sensation. So it's kind of very harmonious and potent concoction. And I would really advise you to try including it in your diet, in your daily routine, because from regular consumption of this smoothie, you will definitely see the changes in the quality of your body. Especially if you don't have access to mineral-rich wild herbs, wild greens, if you don't have your own garden where you can control and you can do, for example, my dream is regenerative farming, where you introduce your food production into the foresty areas where you can re-enrich soil naturally from the fallen leaves or something like that. If you do not have access to all this, you're likely deprived in minerals, and this smoothie is the ultimate solution for that. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, check out my website rawformoflife.com, and another website which is devoted to my art, which is afwonderland.com. And you can communicate with me either in the comment section below or leave me a message, shoot me a message via one of my websites. It will be really pleasant to engage with my audience and to answer questions, suggestions, and in general to meet like-minded people or people who are curious in similar lifestyle. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye.